Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another reaction. This one's going to be a really good one because you guys have been recommending to look into the man that created the Boston Celtics. So we're going to jump into some Red Auerbach highlights, stories, documentaries, whatever it is. So this is going to be a series within a series because I started off, those that are new here, I started off with the Larry Bird series and it took off. It was very successful thanks to you guys. But to dive deeper, we got to find out, and I have to find out about Red Auerbach because I didn't know much about him or anything like that. But this is gonna be really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Don't forget to like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe for some future basketball reactions. Without further ado, let's not waste any time. And also, this video is called Biography. I think I'm saying a basketballography with Red Auerbach. So let's get it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to NBA TV's Basketballography. I'm Andre Aldridge. Today we present the man who was the architect and mastermind of one of the most dominant franchises in professional sports history, the Boston Celtics. Arnold "Red" Auerbach was a demanding and fiercely competitive mentor who coached 11 Hall of Famers and led the Celtics to 8 straight NBA championships during the 1950s and
Hold on, I know I'm cutting off too early, too soon, but I gotta give my thoughts. But wow, he coached 11 Hall of Famers. Wow. Okay, that goes a long way, man. There's special coaches out there. They have a specific system. They have a way that they coach. They have a way that they lead a team. But coaching 11 Hall of Famers so far, bro, that's great.
60s. After his coaching days were over, he remained in the team's front office for decades, engineering another run of Celtic glory during the 1980s. But Auerbach and his trademark Victory cigar have become enduring images in American sports, and his name is legendary in the city of Boston. But his story begins in the
That's
early
good.
part of the
That's
20th
good.
century in New York City.
Well, I grew up in the Williamsburg section of Brooklyn. It was a melting pot. You know, it was during Depression time. I was growing up, and you saw people who were hungry and people who were scrounging around for something to eat. And here you got a father, he's got 4 kids, and he's breaking his hump. We had a cleaning route. Used to pick up from all the tailor shops around New York, and I would work all night pressing clothes. I used to run those machines. Pretty good. I would do like 100 suits from, 10 at night to 8 in the morning. So that'd take the starch out of you, keep you humble.
And he played basketball, which his father thought was, stupid. He thought, you should get into the cleaning business.
What?
And leave basketball alone. It'll never amount to anything. It's just a stupid game.
Wait a second. He played the game of basketball, number one, but dang, Dad, at least be a little supportive. Uh, is there any reason why, guys, comment down below, that his dad wanted him to focus on the cleaning side? I mean, who wouldn't want to support their kid, playing basketball? Who wouldn't? I mean, honestly.
I got out of high school, being from a small school, they weren't breaking the doors down to give me any scholarship. Even though I made all Brooklyn second team, which was pretty damn tough.
Look at little,
So when Jordan
look at young Red Auerbach, man.
Washington came up to play St. John's or LIU or whatever, they'd scrimmage us. And Bill Reinhardt, the coach at George Washington, offered me a 4-year scholarship.
During his days at George Washington, Red's love for the game grew, though he soon realized that his
Nice.
true passion was coaching.
I always wanted to be a coach because I thought it was a clean life or something I always wanted to do. And
Nice.
basically, I wanted to teach.
There you
After
go.
graduating from George Washington,
I mean, basically, coaching is basically teaching, man. Teaching, guiding, the players. So, I mean, especially that he has a passion. He has a passion. No, he played the game of basketball, but he has a passion for coaching. That just takes it to another level.
Red was offered a job to do both at a local community college, but there was a more intriguing opportunity waiting as well.
The job at that time would pay about $2,900 a year. But the NBA started. This is in '46. And I applied. I got the job. And it paid me my first year $5,000. So I took a gamble. I gave up a permanent job to go into there.
After coaching the Washington Capitals for 3
Hey, shout out to Red for taking that chance, taking that risk, honestly, to just take a different path. He didn't know what was gonna happen. There's so much uncertainty, you know, success, failure, all these other things that come with the job, but just going out there and just taking that big risk. And shout out to Red for that one.
years, Red moved to Boston as the new head coach of the Celtics. There he assembled a team with a freewheeling style of play, and he introduced
Nice.
fans to basketball's first great showman.
Hi there.
We had to sell the game. We barnstormed all through
Damn,
Vermont,
that fast break.
Hampshire,
Ooh.
Maine, Connecticut, all around we played exhibition. I think our first year we won 20 some odd more games
Oh.
than they did the year before.
But while the Celtics drew big crowds and played an entertaining brand of basketball, Red knew the team wasn't built to win a championship.
We had no bona fide center with any kind of bulk. See, Ed McCauley was a Hall of Famer and a great player. But Ed McCauley basically was a forward. So I just made a decision. There's only one way that Boston could go anywhere. That's to get a guy that can get us the ball.
And Auerbach knew just the man he needed, a dominating college center named William Felton Russell.
Bill Reinhardt, the coach of George Washington,
Bill Russell in the house.
came over to me. He says, I saw a guy was a sophomore out at San Francisco. He says, I saw him play. He says, set your sights on trying to get that guy. But we had to figure out a way to get him because the number one pick that year was Rochester.
Lester Harrison, the owner of the Rochester Royals, also owned the arena in which his team played, while Walter Brown, the owner of the Celtics, owned the Ice Capades as well. So Brown and Harrison got together and decided to strike a rather unusual arrangement.
And Walter Brown made a deal with Rochester that if they don't take Russell, he would get him the Ice Capades.
With the deal done, Red would get his man, acquiring the draft.
This guy's a businessman. He's a businessman, and yeah, he knows how to talk and negotiate. That is super dope. That's super dope right there, man. Being able to speak to somebody and negotiate a deal like, hey, don't pick this person. I'll give you this instead, just to get, hey, man, Bill Russell. This is the very, very beginning of the Boston Celtics dynasty and organization. Hey, man, Red's a genius.
Rights to Russell, but it was still considered a major gamble.
You put your job on the line. If he turned out to be a dismal flop,
It is what it is.
nothing.
And the first time Red got to see Russell play in person, he was concerned that his worst fears might be realized.
He was playing in an exhibition game, and he played the worst game in his entire career. He was terrible. So we all went over my house. I said to myself, it can't be. It just can't be. But it was. It was just terrible. And he looked me right in the eye, Russell. He says, Coach, he says, that was the worst game I ever played in my life. It'll never happen again. And when he said that, I said, we got a winner.
There were many who questioned Red Auerbach's choice of rookie center Bill Russell.
See, there were a lot of experts that weren't sure he was going to be a good player. He could rebound.
No faith.
He could run. He could play defense. But they didn't realize what else he did. He made everybody around him better.
Nice.
He blocked shots with a finesse. When he'd block a shot, we'd get the ball. It was the ultimate.
Hey, the pass. Finish it. Yes.
And in Russell's debut as a Celtic, he would quickly learn just how much support he would receive from his new head coach.
The first game I played, I was blocking shots, and most of the people had never seen anything like that. So when the referees called goaltending, and Red jumped up and screamed and yelled and got a technical foul. At that time and that place, that meant so much to me. And I said, that's really cool that you did it. He says, I can't ask my players to fight for me if I won't fight for them.
Damn, that's good. See, that's what you call real coaching / real leadership, guys. That's really good. That is really good. You got to fight for the players, man. If you don't fight for the players, how are the players going to be able to fight for you? 1. 2, the first comment that was made where people were doubting Bill Russell, of course. This is giving me a little prequel because there was the same thing similar to the Larry Bird story where there was doubts about Larry Bird at the time, and Red still took that chance. He knows. And Bill Russell being able to have that accountability to know that he played a bad game, and I don't know why I always got to revert things to like nowadays, modern NBA, where there's always like a blame being shifted on somebody else, right? The head coach did a terrible job. Oh, hey man, the players didn't do good. Well, why did the players did not play well? Because you got to prepare them. You got to be able to coach them well so they could play well, and then take the accountability too when you do a bad job. But this guy right here, I'm liking him. I'm liking him so far, guys. Thank you for letting me know, like, hey, I'm doing Larry Bird series. Hey, dial it back a little bit. We got to go see somebody before we continue down the. Hey, man, shout out to you. Shout out to all of you guys.
Carry the ball, Benji, one time, huh?
Red's fiery antics on the sideline
Gotta love
were
it.
legendary.
That's the
There was a
passion.
method to his madness. It was all part of his effort to protect his players and give them every possible edge to help them succeed.
Red Auerbach very unhappy about the call.
I know you chewing them out.
Boys, you
Damn,
gotta do
this
what
is
you
good.
gotta do to win. If this is what it takes to win, this is what you've got to do.
In 1957, the Celtics reached the NBA Finals against
Oh,
the St.
nice.
Louis Hawks. Before Game 1, Auerbach showed his players just how much he cared about them and about winning.
Cousy and Sharman came over to me and he said, Coach, the basket is low. I said,
What?
Oh, God, don't
What?
bug me with this nonsense. He says, we can touch the rim. We
What?
can never touch the rim. I said, show me. So they showed me. The basket was low.
Arnold runs after the general manager of St. Louis. Hey, the hoop is off. In those days, they literally had the guy with the ladder and a 10-foot pole.
So Colonel was in the stands. He sees this commotion. He comes down.
He is the owner of the team, running out on the floor, screaming while he's going at Arnold, screaming nasty things.
And he said, "Hey, you're up
Damn.
to your old tricks." And he cussed me. And he took a half step towards me, you know. And I hit him.
Red didn't say a word. He just walked up to him and popped him. Turned around and walked away. Well,
What?
the blood
No
started.
way.
There's the owner on the floor. We haven't had the jump ball for the first game of the finals of the NBA.
This is
And
good.
Our coach, Colcock's the owner.
They broke it up.
How would you feel if you had a coach like that, guys? Guys, talk to me down in the comment section. How would you feel if you had a coach like that that's gonna stand on business? He's gonna stand with you. Man, if you're going to war, he's going to war with you. Absolutely amazing. Wow. This is a oh man. He's a great coach. Just by these, clips that I'm seeing, man. This is
And then
the
they
first video.
finally get the stick, they're measuring it, and they put it this way, sideways, so it showed us the same. And it wasn't. It really wasn't.
The pregame battle may have been a draw, but Red and the Celtics would go on to defeat the Hawks
Damn,
and capture
Bill.
Boston's first NBA championship.
The all-around play of the Celtics is too much for the Hawks to overcome.
Bro, Bill dribbling the ball up the court like a point.
But Red and the
Center.
Celtics would go on to defeat the Hawks and capture
Wow.
Boston's first NBA championship.
The all-around play of the Celtics is too much for the Hawks to overcome. Boston down St. Louis to win the NBA's World Series for the first time
Let's
and become
go.
the professional basketball champion.
Let's go.
I knew we were a great team, but the only thing you could do is pray that they're healthy, that's all.
True.
The following season,
True.
the Celtics reached the finals once again, but this time they were hobbled by injuries and lost to the Hawks.
I felt in my mind that we were the better team. If Russell wasn't hurt, it might have entered my mind that maybe we need a little help somewhere. But it's
Wow.
harder to win it the second time than
Right.
the first time.
With Bill Russell healthy again, the Celtics couldn't be stopped. They stormed through the 1959 season on their way to the playoffs.
Nice.
Kuzi in the lane. Russell dunk. And the Garden is going crazy.
The Garden.
Executing Red's team-oriented offense to perfection, Boston cruised into the finals, winning their second title in 3 years. And from that point on, they refused to relinquish that crown.
Let's go.
The Celtics reigned supreme over the NBA, defeating every challenger from the West. By 1963,
Beast mode.
the Celtics had won their fifth
Beast
consecutive
mode.
championship and sixth in 7 years. But it would be the last for Bob Cousy.
6 and 7
After
years.
Red retired from the game, the team bid him an emotional farewell, and Red paid tribute to one of the cornerstones of the Celtic dynasty.
Nice.
What I heard recently is how you're going to replace Bob. That's my answer. Can't be done because that's Mr. Basketball. They're tough.
Nice.
And we play a long, hard season.
Auerbach was the kind of guy who made things extremely difficult for us if we didn't win. Punishing practices, long practices.
And he'd have these torture drills where he would have you jump from one end of the floor to the other on 2 feet, just jumping with your hands in the air.
Hey, yo, hold on. Number one, that's part of coaching. What kind of coach would... Nah, I ain't coaching no soft system. I ain't... Hey, we got to hit the grounds running, man. Suicides, right? Got to run laps around the court. We got to toughen them up. Toughen them up at the same time. Like he said, he had a passion for coaching. He has a passion for coaching. A part of coaching is teaching. It's a part of it's leadership. It's guiding the players too. So, I mean, honestly, I like the coaching style. Gotta be tough. You gotta be tough or you'll get walked all over. And guess what? He's doing it with them. Come on, man. This is a player's coach. He's the people's champ right there. I like that. That's super good.
And then he'd make you jump backwards. He'd
It's
have
all
these
it's
drills
all
where you'd be
fundamentals.
facing the basket, but he would be behind
Wow, look at these
you. And
drills.
you had to retrieve the ball.
Let's go.
And the message was very clear. We could not afford to lose because he would make us miserable.
He had a way of making one or two guys mad or something before a ball game to stimulate you, to get you going.
Like a guy would be in
Nice.
the locker room before the game, maybe having a cup of tea or something like that. And he'd say, look at you. We got a big game going on, and here sitting here drinking tea. Can't you play without your tea? Or another guy might have a candy bar. He'd just pick on the most mundane, stupid things that he could pick on to get your attention.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. I understand what Red Auerbach is doing. That's funny as heck. Just know if I'm drinking my tea before the game, just know I'm about to go beast mode, all right? Oh, and he's trying to get him for that's how you fire. Oh man, you got to find the littlest things. That's what makes players great, coaches great. When you find the little smallest, the little small thing that could go extra miles beyond that, pushing them beyond, going further. That is good. This coaching style, man, we need that. We need that nowadays.
I used to go in there, and a lot of times before a very clutch game, you know, you read about in the papers or you see in the movies about the inspiring win one for the Gipper or all that nonsense. I used to do just the opposite. I go in low key as if it was another game.
Nice.
Basically, I would say very simple. Do what got you here.
Nice. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Nice.
Simple philosophy would help the Celtics get back to the finals every year as they compiled a growing string of NBA titles. Though the cast of players would change, they were bound together by Red Auerbach's system that emphasized the team concept. Red had turned his Celtics into a close-knit family, and as the championship banners filled the rafters of Boston Garden, the coach was filled with a sense of Celtic pride.
Nice.
It was a great feeling. I used to tell them, you know, when we won a championship, I'd say, how does it feel to be a member of the greatest basketball team in the world?
Beautiful.
What more is there?
Beautiful.
That's it. Then they'd come back the next year. I'd say to them, well, you have a good summer. You walk around with your chest out.
Yes.
Remember this great organization, this great team. I said, now they're after you.
Yes, they are.
Everybody's after you. You gonna let them take it away from you?
From 1959 to 66, no one would take the Celtics title away from them.
Oh.
Red Auerbach as coach, they compiled a record 8 consecutive NBA championships and 9 in 10 years. They were the NBA's reigning dynasty, and Red helped to fuel their growing mystique. He infuriated opponents with his famous tradition, the lighting of a cigar when he decided the Celtics had the game in hand.
Oh my gosh.
Of NBA lore.
I didn't realize it was gonna, you know, take off that way. But see, what happened was, you're 20 points ahead with 3 minutes to go or 4 minutes to go. Game is over. You see these coaches even today, you know, 20, 25 points ahead, 3-4 minutes to go. They're up there giving signals and they're pressing and they're doing this and they're doing all that kind of stuff. My idea was the game was over. So one day I just casually, being I'm sitting there, I lit up a cigar.
Wow.
So I sit there and I put my feet down, I lit up a cigar. And all of a sudden it took off. The red light's a cigar means the game is over, blah, 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 relax. And that's what happened.
But in 1965, Red decided his competitive fire could only burn for so long. He announced it would be his final season as head coach.
I said, I'm going to coach one more year. This is your last chance at me. Because I was burnt out. You get burnt out. I said, I'm
Yeah, burnt out.
Year, and that's all. And it happened. We won it again. Right?
I mean, how would you feel, guys? How would you feel if you were a head coach and you were winning and you won, like, I mean, I hope they're gonna announce the number of championships he won as a head coach around this time. But you're just winning. You're winning and winning and winning and winning. Like, how would you feel mentally, like emotionally? Would you? I mean, that burnt out would cause like a loss of passion. Like, hey man, you're already accomplishing what you're doing. Number one, helping a team win, consecutive 8 in a row, 9 and 10 years. Those numbers are out of this world. Like, whoa. I understand his burnout, honestly.
The unstoppable Wilt Chamberlain couldn't topple Boston. In each of Red's last 2 years, the Celtics defeated Wilt and the Sixers en route to the finals, while creating one of the game's most unforgettable moments.
Greer's putting the ball on a play. He gets it out deep, and Havlicek steals it over the San Jones.
Uh-oh.
Havlicek stole the ball. It's all over. It's all over.
Oh, there we go.
With 9 NBA crowns to his credit, Red Auerbach would retire as the NBA's winningest coach of all time.
Winningest.
But he wasn't through making history. Red announced that center Bill Russell would succeed him by becoming the team's player coach, making Russell the first African-American head coach in U.S. sports history.
Milestone.
After compiling an unmatched run of success, Red Auerbach stepped down as Celtics head coach, leaving the team in the hands of his incomparable center, Bill Russell.
Nice.
Russell tried to get me not to quit, but I had made up my mind. And finally, one day he says, can I talk to you? I said, yeah. He says, you know, at this stage of my career, I don't really want to play for anybody else but you. Can I have the job? I said, you got it. Because who could motivate Bill Russell better than Bill Russell?
For all his skills as a teacher of the game, Red's people skills were just as important.
They always just say, how did you handle Russell? You don't handle players, you handle animals.
True.
You deal with
True.
players. We had a problem, we talk it over.
There you go.
I call it what the Celtics was under Red Auerbach, basketball's.
I've been saying it this whole time. He's a player's coach. That's super dope right there. He's a player's coach, but at the same time, his coaching style, and which is fundamentals, which is, you know, improving the guys, hard practices, and at the end of the day, he just wants to push you. That's the whole point of being a coach, man. Pushing you to get better, pushing you to just be an amazing player. Greatness. Come on, man. This right here, I don't know, guys. Comment down below. I can't think of any other coach that was close to doing what he did in the time span that he was coaching. So this is absolutely mind blown. His intellect is crazy.
Casa Nostra. He made us believe, like the Casa Nostra, this was our thing. At 2 minutes of a ball game and the Celtics down 10, this would be the conversation. Has anybody got anything? And you were expected to tell him what you thought you could do.
I respected Russell. I respected Cousy and Heinsohn and Ramsey and all those guys. Sean, I respected them.
Nice.
They were college people. They were intelligent.
Right.
I think I would have been successful, but I don't think I would have been as successful for any other coach. But I never felt like I was working for Red. I always felt we were working together.
We treat them as men. These are highly intelligent men.
Right.
And we built up that they knew that if they had a problem, they could see me or they could see Walter Brown and we would do whatever we could to alleviate that problem.
We were the Celtics, and we cared about each other, and we took care of each other. And I think the basic reason that was so successful is that every one of those guys respected Red, and Red respected us.
I just looked at it, doing my job, winning as many games as I can, and presenting a good product to the fans. We had great fans, and we knew that the bottom line was to win.
He just mentioned this guy is ahead of his time, like legit. He thought about presenting a great product to the fans. Guys, comment down below your thoughts on that. Did he or did he not present a great product to you guys? Boston Celtics fans at the time. This man is unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
Red went on to become general manager of the Celtics, where his commitment to winning would continue. As the architect of their teams of the 1980s, Red would help lead Boston to 3 more NBA championships.
Nice.
And he would garner the love and respect of a new generation of players.
Red, you want to say something?
What I want to say is, you know how it feels because you've been here before. Me, I haven't scored a point.
Right.
Yeah, but you kind of brought the guys here that scored the points.
Well,
right. Man, 2 legends. No, I apologize. I apologize. It's not 2 legends. It's 3 legends all at once. Bill Russell, Red Auerbach, and Larry Legend. Larry Joe Bird. That is good. That is really good, man. Funny thing is, I've always wanted to be a coach myself. I'm at the age of 32, but I just always had a passion for the game when I was younger, just growing up, just learning about different players, the history of basketball, learning about the different fundamentals, the different aspects of basketball, shooting to rebounding to passing to I don't know if I said shooting already. But yeah, this is oh man. This is good.
The Celtics were a way of life to me. A group of people so diverse you cannot imagine, working together day in and day out for a common goal. Red's theory was 10 players, 2 baskets, 13,000 people, 1 basketball.
Right.
And we will decide what is done with that 1 basketball.
Absolutely.
Basketball is a team game. If you have the proper chemistry, proper mystique, and the ability to have fondness for each other, that takes care of a lot of ills. Sure, I know it doesn't take the place of talent. I understand that.
Right.
But you get both, and you got an unbeatable situation.
Whether it was on the sidelines or in the front office, Red Auerbach had a hand in all 16
Absolutely
Celtic
amazing.
championships in a 30-year span, and he became an NBA icon. The league's Coach of the Year trophy bears his name, one of many honors he's received throughout his lifetime. They also include a retired number with the Celtics, a life-size sculpture in Boston's historic Faneuil Hall, and a number of honorary degrees from universities up and down the East Coast. He's also the author of 7 books, including his first, Basketball for the Player, the Fan, and the Coach. And no one has written more chapters of the NBA's history than Hall of Famer Red Auerbach. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on NBA TV's Basketballography.
That was absolutely amazing. Number 1. This was in 2005. Basketballography. Basketballography. That's dope. That is dope. Wow. Red Auerbach. Guys. 16 championships in 30 years or 30-year span is undeniable. Oh, shoot. Got a brain fart. Underline. Oh gosh, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard. 16 championships, right? 16 championships, 30 years. 8 championships in a row. And then we can't forget they won their first championship too, right? And then they had 9 chips in 10 years. One extra being retiring from being a coach and being up in the front office. This guy's amazing. This guy's amazing. I want to learn more about him though. I really want to learn more about him. Hey, you guys made it this far in this reaction. Okay. Oh man. Comment down the green clove, whatever it's called. And that represents Boston Celtics. All right. If you made it this far in this video, comment that below. Hey, this was really good. Number one. I love his coaching style. I love his demeanor. Surprisingly, he's from Brooklyn, New York. You know, I've heard some things about New York. The personality. Yeah, strong personality. You know, New York is fast paced and everything like that. But just seeing Red, the way he talks, I know he has a fiery passion for being out there on the court coaching, but he's a chill guy. He's a chill, simple guy. That's what I'm getting from him. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from him. So, hey, that is amazing. The accomplishments, the players that he coached, Bob Cousy. Shout out to Bob Cousy, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, when he was up in front office, just constructing the teams. Man, this guy's he's oh yeah, he's in his own league. He's in his own league, guys. Hey, catch you guys on the next reaction. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new here for more basketball content. And hey, man, this is mind blowing. This is mind blowing. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.